Good morning, seventh graders. This is the first time that you've had a video in class. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a video and take some notes. And then you guys are going to follow along with me and pause when you need to make some notes on your paper. So we're going to talk about integers and absolute value today. I want you to know that an integer are any of these numbers. They are positive or negative whole numbers. So this is an example set. If I look at a number line, integers that are to the right of zero, like this, are positive. Integers that are to the left of zero, like this, are going to be negative. So these directions never change. The one in the middle, zero, is neither positive or negative. So two examples I have for integers are right here. These are all integers. Even though 10 over 2 is listed as an integer and it's written in fraction form, it still means 5. And even though negative 6/3 is written as a fraction, when I divide that, it equals negative 2. So even though they're in fraction form, they are still integers. Now this set is not. All of these will turn into decimals. If I divide 10/4 and negative 5/8, 7.2 and negative 3.7, those are already on the integer, are already on the decimal scale. They are not whole numbers. So this is an example of not. Now, when you're deciding what an integer is, a left or a right, a positive or a negative, you need to find words. So things like gain and below and withdrawal. So in football, a gain of 5 yards is positive 5, but a withdrawal of $35 is negative 5. Now, when we talk about sea level and degrees, we're talking about vertical number lines. Both of these are below zero for temperature and sea level. So you're going to have a negative 6 and negative 10. I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to complete these problems, A through H. I want you to underline the keywords that you see and then write the integer that it would represent. So pause your video now and practice those problems. Okay, welcome back. So our next job is to graph two things and find out what's larger. Any number on the right will always be larger than any number on the left. So when I look at this one, negative 6 and negative 4, I plot both points or look at them. Negative 4 is closer to the positive side or it's on the right of the number. This is always going to be the largest number. I would like you to take a minute and complete these problems, pause the video, and then come back. Welcome back. What we have is what we should have learned is positive numbers are always greater than negatives. 0 is always less than a positive number because it's on the left side of them, but it's always greater than a negative number because it's on the right side of them. So your job is when you compare two negative numbers on a number line, whatever number is closer to 0 on the negative side is on the right. That's going to be your larger or greater number. What I'd like you now to do is when we order them, like in science, we have a table of numbers. I want you to order them from least to greatest on this area right here. Pause the video and take a second to do that. Welcome back. Now we have our next area called absolute value. Absolute value of an integer is the distance or how far that number away is from 0. The absolute value number is always positive. So if you look at absolute value of 14, is equals the absolute value of negative 14 because they are both 14 spots away from 0. To show you that, it would look like this. Negative 4 on the number line is 4 positive steps away from 0. That's why it's written in blue. I would like you to pause right now and complete these absolute value problems on A all the way down through number 11. Welcome back. Our last area is called additive inverses. An additive inverse are numbers that are the same distance from 0 in both directions. When you combine additive inverses through addition, you are always going to get a sum of 0, like 3 and negative 3. Because if I plot 3 in the number line and negative 3 in the number line, and I move them to find out how far they are from 0, they're both 3 spaces. So negative 3 and positive 3 are going to give additive inverses. I would like you to complete this problem and the back of the paper as your practice, to go through all integers, to go comparing them, absolute values, and putting them in order. Good job. And when you're done, we would answer the question at the bottom. Why is it better to have a positive bank account rather than a negative bank account? You may write on this and use it for